Galactic Contact video number 10, Channeling Extraterrestrials to Others. This is the 10th video in the Galactic Contact 10-step practical video course, How to Communicate with and Channel Higher Dimensional Extraterrestrial Beings. You can find this at contact.thunderwizard.com. So, how to channel extraterrestrials to others. So, as you know, if you've been following my channel, calling myself a channeler is not something that I ever envisioned for myself. I still find virtually every single channeler out there to be at best cringy and at worst outright disgustingly infuriating. So the fact that I'm making this is very interesting, to say the least. The only reason that I've become a channel is because ETs suggested that I do that. Now, my experience is when ETs suggest something to you, they're being very kind, they're respecting your boundaries, they don't tell you what to do. It means that they feel from a loving place. I think this is something that, either you should be doing, would be good for you, or they can see that karmically, this is something that you actually do need to do. But again, they never tell anybody what they have to do or what they need to do. But they sometimes lovingly suggest. And they did suggest that to me, and so I've become a channeler. I do free channelings on this video. We do live streams where I channel for free, and I basically channel when I do the live guided interdimensional meditations and the live CE5 meditations. As you've seen, I've done channelings for others. When you've seen the recorded sessions where I do channeled personal guidance from interdimensional beings, I've just uploaded some. We have the channeled Zoom group, ET Channeling and Interdimensional Communication Zoom Workshop, which you can subscribe to at thunderwizard.com. Click on memberships, look around for it. I also do the interdimensional mentorship, which is instead of me mentoring you, you can have ETs, your higher self, mentor you through me. I'll simply tell you what they're telling me. And again, I've done that because that was very kindly suggested to me that I do that. And I learned, as one of the things I teach in the Galactic Contact series, one of the things that I teach is I always say yes. And even if it's really embarrassing and Freudian slip, even if it's embarrassing to me, challenging for me to do it, then I know that's something I really have to do. So that's one of the things I teach in the workshop. I go into depth talking about all of those things. In this video, how to channel ETs to others, there's a lot of things that I want to say, a lot of things that I've wanted to teach about channeling and what I've learned about why channelers in general are destructive and wrong. And I go into detail about that. I have hesitated doing that because, number one, here I am channeling, and it sounds like I'm saying I'm the only real channel out there, which is not at all what I believe or what I want to say. I've been watching channelers for years, and especially lately, since the ETs asked me to do it, I've been trying to find people who are actually channeling so that I can go, okay, I'm not alone. That's actually being done. And I'm not proud of this, but to be honest, I haven't found anybody who I think is actually channeling ETs. The only other people that I've experienced who I believe were channeling ETs were people who were in the channeling Zoom group. Again, I don't say that with any pride. I don't need that to be the case. I have no ego attached to this. That's just been my experience. But if I analyze it, I can tell you exactly why. And I get into the history. I'm old enough that I remember when channelers emerged on the scene. There's always been spiritual mediums. These are people who, channel ghosts and dead. That was a big thing for a long time, and people still do that. To be honest, the closest thing that I could call myself would be a medium, but nobody uses that word. Channel is the best word. There's, what's an extraterrestrial medium? Nobody would know what that is. But that's really kind of what I am. I just simply repeat what's being told to me. But I go into the history of channeling as we know it, because it started in the 60s with, I think her name was Jane Roberts, who channeled Seth. And so I talk about a few of the channelers and some that are alive today, and I explain to you why what they're doing is not channeling. Because somebody who's truly channeling a higher dimensional being, there are certain truths and certain rules that, and not rules like moral rules, just scientific rules about how energy and consciousness function. They are not following those rules. So as I say, there are three types of channelers. There are the true channelers, people who are channeling higher dimensional beings. There are the frauds, people who are sociopaths and con artists who are deliberately lying to you for, obvious reasons. And then there are the people who are sincere. They want to be channelers and they want to believe that they're channeling. But in my opinion, I think all they're doing is regurgitating their unconscious fantasies and things that they unconsciously want to say so they can be accepted and be liked. So I go into detail about what they are. There are some things that have been said by channelers that are extremely shockingly destructive, especially lately. It's all coming out now. So channelers are now outing themselves in their channeling. And I talk about that. I talk about my experience, what it's like for me, why I got into it. I talk about what it feels like, and I give you some specifics, and I talk about some of the dangers. They're not dangers in a bad way, but some of the pitfalls of where, in channeling somebody can misinterpret and, and conflate. I talk about that. And then I talk about, basically, I bring it down to something real simple, and I say exactly, how simple channeling is and things that you can do to find out, should you be channeling? Are you a channel? But more importantly, how you can not just channel verbally, but how can you channel the energy of higher dimensional beings onto this earth and shift this earth? These are all the things that we talk about in this final video, Galactic Contact number 10, Channeling ETs to Others. You can find this at contact.thunderwizard.com. All 10 of the videos are now up, so the entire series is now available to anybody who wants to see those. You can go to you can go to contact.thunderwizard.com to get access to all of those videos. So my thanks to those of you who have already become part of this, and I've heard back from many of you that it's been very helpful for you, and I appreciate that. And this isn't the end of it. I'm happy to keep going as I continue to channel ETs and I continue to learn more. And I would love to see more and more people getting involved, because unlike some of the channelers I mentioned who are the sole channel for Zothar the Magnificent or this group of beings, unlike those people who are like the prophet of a certain, it's not at all, not even anywhere near close to anything that I'm interested in. I want everybody to be able to experience what I'm experiencing. I want everybody to be able to do what I do. And so I'm completely committed to that. And so that's what we're doing in these channeling. Where can I find it? We've got a channeling group, the channel Zoom group. That's what we're doing here. Everybody gets a chance to channel, yeah, it's really great, and I want you all to be a part of that. So, having said that, again, the best way to make the most out of what I offer is to go to thunderwizard.com, click on where it says memberships, right? So you click on memberships, which you'll see at the bottom there of this page. You see membership. Click on memberships. You'll see all the ways that you can subscribe, all the different kinds of memberships and groups. And working with me personally is the most powerful way to grow right now. And you can also, if you go to thunderwizard.com, you can click on shop, and you'll see many of the video courses that'll be available for you so that you can learn, very inexpensive but powerful practices. Listen, I'm making available to you everything I possibly can. Any tool that comes up that I think will be helpful for you, I'm bringing to you. I'm officially saying I'm going to record the next Maoshan spirit fighting practice, which is called the Hands of Infinity. And that is what will come after the 5 elements. So if you've worked on all of the Maoshan 5 element practices, I'm going to give you the next one, which is the first spirit fighting set. And that will be coming out soon. So anyway, that's it, my friends. I love you all. Thank you so much. I mean what I say. I'm completely devoted to helping each and every one of you. Those of you who are willing to do the work, I will help you in whatever way that I can. So there it is. I love you all. Please be very good to yourselves. I will see you all very, very soon.